Hello YouTube. In today's episode of Know Your Rights, we will be covering a video from the YouTube channel Sarah Shilk, the Life and Liberty Law Office. Please take a moment and head over to their YouTube channel and show them some love by subscribing to their channel. Before we break down this footage, I want to take a moment and talk to you about We the People University. If you haven't heard about this online course, I want to let you in on a little secret. Its sole purpose is to train you to know what it takes to make sure you are not unfairly treated by the police ever again. This is a basic rights course, and who better to teach you what to do when police try to search you or your property illegally or violate any of your constitutional rights than former police officer and sheriff's deputy Abiyah Israel. Learning your basic rights is an easy process. The only thing it takes is you being willing to learn. Do you want to learn all the trick questions that police ask during a traffic stop? Do you want to take back control from the police? If so, please click on the link in the description below. You will learn the secret of taking control of your constitutional rights back from the tyrants who abuse the law. Now let's get into today's video, which took place on September 22nd, 2019 in Loveland, Colorado. Preston Saul and his girlfriend were leaving a bar when they came across an accident scene involving a crashed motorcycle. The motorcycle was laying on top of a man, so Mr. Saul and multiple other people went over to help the man and pulled the motorcycle off of him. This man had multiple wounds and was bleeding from multiple lacerations. First responders to the scene included EMTs and Officer Paul Ash of the Loveland Police Department. Now, let's jump right into this police interaction and break down this footage.
Where is the bike at?
The bike's parked down on the side. Yeah, the blue one there. We pulled it off.
Okay, you might come and talk to me?
I don't know what happened.
Well, you pulled the bike off
I'm not talking to nobody.
Really?
These guys saw what happened. I didn't.
Okay, if you're not talking to anybody, you can leave.
Well, you can leave.
No.
You're dismissed.
We can't leave.
We can't leave. I'm not leaving.
Okay, then come and talk to me.
No, I'm not going to come talk to you. I'm not going to come talk to you.
Police officer, man.
I know.
Did you pull the bike? Did you pull the bike off him?
I'm not going to come talk to him.
Okay,
Did you pull the bike off him?
I did not.
Okay.
So
you just told me you did.
It has nothing to do with me.
Okay, you're free to leave.
Yeah, you're free to leave.
When Officer Ash arrives on scene, he tries to compel Mr. Saul to speak to him and answer his questions. But when Mr. Saul refuses, Officer Ash tells him to leave, which Mr. Saul refuses to comply to, which he is completely within his rights to refuse to do. There is a law in Colorado, Statute 18-8-115, states, "It is the duty of every corporation or person who has reasonable grounds to believe that a crime has been committed to report it promptly that the suspected crime to law enforcement authorities." With that being said, in this situation, there is no crime that has been committed, so Mr. Saul is not required to speak or answer any questions that Officer Ash may have.
What's his name?
Preston. That's all I know.
Preston what?
I don't know.
You got an ID on your boss? I'm gonna need an ID now. Okay. 177. I got an uncooperative witness. Come on over here.
Right.
I need to talk to you.
Constitutional right. No.
I need to talk to you.
I don't want to talk to you.
You have to talk to me.
I don't want to talk. No, I don't.
You do.
No, I don't.
Okay, you've
No, I don't.
inserted yourself.
I came down here to help them.
So,
I don't have to talk to
this
anybody.
is going to go one of two
I don't
ways.
have to talk to anybody.
This is going to go
I
one
don't
of
have
two
to
ways.
talk to anybody.
Okay, either
I
you're
don't
going
have
to
to
sit
talk to
here and
anybody.
talk to me,
No,
we'll just have a short
no,
conversation,
no,
or I'm going to arrest you for obstruction.
No, you're not. I'm not obstructing
You
anything.
are.
You're right here.
Okay.
I'm not obstructing nothing.
Okay.
These guys
Please
are taking
just,
care of it.
Please just come talk to me.
No.
Okay, turn around.
I don't want to talk to you.
Turn around right now.
No.
State of Colorado has two laws covering obstruction of justice. Colorado Statute 18-8-102 states, "A person commits obstructing government operations if he intentionally obstructs, impairs, or hinders the performance of a governmental function by a public servant by using or threatening to use violence, force, or physical interference or obstacle. And Colorado Statute 18-8-104 adds to the list of people someone can obstruct. They can obstruct a firefighter, emergency medical service provider, rescue specialist, or a volunteer. The key phrase in both laws is by using or threatening to use violence, force, or physical interference or obstacle, which Mr. Saul has not done at all. He has just refused to speak with Officer Ash. Unfortunately, since Officer Ash does not grasp the simple fact, this situation will escalate to the point of illegal detainment and the arrest of Mr. Saul.
Nope.
Turn around.
Videotape this, Sherry.
I'm already doing it.
No.
It's right here.
No.
Turn around.
No, you're wrong.
Turn around.
My constitutional rights.
around.
I don't have to talk to you. I don't have to
around.
I don't have to ID myself.
Turn around.
He's being a
Turn around.
fucking
No, he's
lovely
not.
cop.
No,
Yeah,
he's
he
not.
is.
No, he's not.
I came down here to help.
Just back it up.
I don't know what
Back up.
happened,
Back
and I'm
up.
telling him that. I'm telling him that. I
Put
don't
your
know what
hand.
happened.
Put your hand
Why
behind your
does he
back.
want to talk to me?
I'm not telling you again.
You're being a little,
No.
being a
Preston,
little bit of a dick, man.
Put your hand behind your back
No,
now.
no, you're being wrong.
Put
If you
your
don't
hand.
put
You're
your
being
hand,
wrong.
he's gonna-
Videotape this, Sherry.
Over the course of the next few minutes of this encounter, Officer Ash takes Mr. Saul into custody, but not before a slight scuffle occurs, and Officer Ash has to take Mr. Saul down to the ground.
Over here.
There's no reason for this. There's no reason for this. Get my phone, Sherry. This up. Videotape it.
All you had to do was talk to me.
I didn't want to talk to you. I didn't have to talk to you.
Doesn't matter.
I didn't have to talk to you. I don't know what happened. He came over. We saw him down. I came to help him get his bike up.
Okay, and that's what I need to talk to you
That's
about.
right.
So if you've
So
inserted
handcuff
yourself,
me and let me go.
If you've inserted yourself, you need to talk to me.
I don't
You are
need to talk to
obstructing
you.
an investigation.
I'm not instructing
You are
anything.
under arrest for obstruction
I'm
and
not
now for
obstructing
resisting.
I want to talk to your supervisor. I want to talk to
I'll
your
have a meeting at
supervisor.
the police department.
Right? No, I want to
can
talk to him right now.
You can talk to him before you go to jail.
I'm not going to jail
Yeah,
for
you are.
shit. I didn't do anything. I helped the guy get his bike up,
That's why you
and
need to talk to
I'm
me.
obstructing. Shit.
Go ahead and have a seat.
No. Let me go. I'll get in. You don't have to force
I'm
me
going to double lock your cuffs.
You don't have to force me in.
Roughly 20 minutes after taking Mr. Saul into custody, Officer Ash transports him to the hospital due to Mr. Saul dislocating his shoulder and tearing his rotator cuff, which he had recently had surgery on to repair it from a previous injury. Due to his condition, Officer Ash releases Mr. Saul and cites him for obstruction of a peace officer and resisting arrest. Following this incident, Mr. Saul had to have another shoulder surgery to repair the injuries he received during the scuffle with Officer Ash. Ultimately, the district attorney's office dropped all charges against Mr. Saul. On June 22, 2020, Mr. Saul filed a lawsuit against Officer Ash and all of the other officers on the scene that day and the city of Loveland, Colorado. Mr. Saul's lawsuit claimed unlawful excessive force and false arrest. As of yet, no officers or staff of the Loveland, Colorado Police Department has been disciplined for this incident. Thankfully, I'm able to report that Mr. Saul's lawsuit was settled for $290,000. Unfortunately, without actual police accountability, incidences like this one will continue to take place. Well, YouTube, I hope you liked this video, and please take a moment and go over to Sarah Shilk's The Life and Liberty Law Office's YouTube channel and show them some love by subscribing to their channel. And please remember, if you're like this video and you want to see more videos like this one, please consider subscribing to my channel. Until next time, YouTube, you stay safe out there.